All right, hello folks. My name is Josh, and this is the absolute beginning guitar tutorial, part 6. If the last part of this, part 5, with the assessment, kind of gave you some information, this video is going to give you some more information. This is really about how to read lyrics with chords and how to possible ways to approach it. So I'm going to just share my screen here, and we're going to look at the possibility here of the Hokey Pokey. So this is a song that I don't consider this to be a great song, but I consider it to be a song that is useful in teaching this particular concept. Okay, so somebody hands me a sheet of music, and it's got lyrics and it's got these chords written over it. So you'll see this, you put your right foot in, and right over the word right is a chord, and that's the A major chord, because when you have just the letter by itself, it's a major chord. You put your right foot out, you put your right foot in, and you shake it, and then over this word is the chord E major. And then you do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. And then it's back to A. So in its most basic sense, this is what this sheet is kind of telling me to do. I'm just going to give myself some starting pitches so I don't totally butcher the melody. But we've got, you put your right foot in, you put your right foot out. You put your right foot in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. And in its most basic sense, that's what this is saying to do. But there's a lot of stuff that's implied by this sheet of paper. If you have heard the song before, then you might have in your mind a way that the song is strummed or a way that the accompaniment for the song goes. And if it's just you and maybe you're singing or maybe somebody else is singing with you, then your job as the guitar player is basically to provide rhythm and accompaniment for the whole thing. So you're like the rhythm section, you're the accompaniment section, you're the harmonic, like chords and everything that are basically accompanying the melody, which is the part that's sung. So what do? Well, the first thing that I normally do if I'm seeing a song and maybe I don't know it, maybe I've never heard it before, is I probably will go listen to it, right? And how does this song go? And if I can pick out the a tempo for it and pick out a strum, then fantastic. But if I can't, if all I can get is like the beat, then this is how I might approach it. And I might do something like this. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot, and I just started tapping. I said, okay, so that must be my quarter note pulse. That must be where I would strum if I'm just strumming down. Okay, so let's do that. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out. You put your right foot in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. And so, okay, already it's significantly more interesting than the first version that I played for you. It's not a better song, it's just a more interesting arrangement. So what else can you do with that? Well, any one of the strumming rhythms that I showed in my strumming tutorial, you could plug in to a song in this kind of fashion. You could say, okay, what if I did down, down, up, down, down, up, down? So it went down, down, up, down, down, up, down, like that. Okay, so let's do that. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out. You put your right foot in and you shake it all about. The hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Right on. Right? So that would be like, now I've dressed it up, okay? And I've added the down, down, up, down. All of the other techniques that you do within the strumming tutorial, you can do to this. And it totally gives the song kind of a new kind of life. So if I wanted to, like, let's say mute it, do a like that kind of thing. It's still down, down, up, down, but it changes it. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out. Put your right foot in and you shake it all about. Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Alright, so now we've just dressed it up, but we didn't really do anything different. We just, other than mute. Alright, still down, down, up, down. Alright, it certainly didn't make the song better. It just made what I was doing as a rhythm guitar player a little bit more interesting to listen to. Okay, a little bit. Now we're gonna move on here. I want to show you this. So the hokey pokey doesn't have to just live in the key of A. Sometimes you're working with a singer and their voice is in a different place and you got to move it around. So what if we played it in the key of E? All right, so now you put your rights. For me, I want to go lower when I sing along with that. So we go like this. And I'm going to do down, down, up, down. So just here we go. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out. You put your right foot in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. And then you got that, right? And that would be that version. You play in E and you get E to B7, and that's your chord progression for that particular version. If we found it that the singer was better in the key of G, then we move it to the key of G. We've got G to D. Let's do that. Pick your G of choice. Maybe you like that one. Maybe you like this one. Maybe you like that one. Whatever one you like. You put your right foot in. So this is going to be a little bit higher than the one we're just doing. I'm going to mute this one. So here we go. 1, 2. You put your right foot in. You put your right foot out. Put your right foot in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. All right, so there you go. That key of G, key of C. Maybe the singer is happier here. Maybe they want to do, you put your right foot in, like they're up a little higher. They're not, maybe they're more of a tenor voice instead of a baritone voice like me, and they wanna be up in that range. So here we go. I'm going to do the mute thing again. So here we go. 1, 2. You put your right foot in. You put your right foot out. Put your right foot in and you shake it all about. Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. All right. So there you've got that one. That was the key of C. And let's do the key of D. All right. So this makes it even higher. All right. So this would be like, you put your right foot in, even more in the tenory range. You want to get the little kids excited, you keep moving it up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out. Put your right foot in and you shake it all about. Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. All right. All right. So I think we got one more. We do. F, key of F. All right, this is going to go down for me for sure. You put your right foot in. All right, so there's our F. And 1, 2. You put your right foot in. You put your right foot out. You put your right foot in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. All right, so there is, 6 different versions of the hokey pokey for you in 6 different keys. I used one strumming pattern primarily throughout. I used the down, down, up, down, and I muted it to give it a little bit more percussive effect, a little bit more groove quality. You could do, not that it's a particularly groovy song to begin with, but it is one that, everybody kind of knows and would be easy enough to practice singing and playing at the same time if that's one of the things you want to do on the guitar. All right, so there are a ton of songs that are just 2-chord songs like that. Songs like Achy Breaky Heart by Billy Ray Cyrus is a 2-chord song. The verses to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, for example, is those 2 chords, like A to E kind of thing. So there's a whole world of that out there. And just because a song has 2 chords doesn't mean that it's a bad song. It also doesn't mean that it's an easy song, because sometimes the two chords that need to get played are played in really challenging ways. And we as musicians, sometimes we will kind of degrade things that we think are, oh, that's so easy, or oh, I'm so superior to that. And really, music is about so much more than just the technical aspect of what you're doing with your hands. um, and as a guitar player accompanying a singer, the real job that you have is to make the singer sound good. And so what you do for a strum is going to help that. All right, if you can, if you're able to feed them some notes, if you're able to give them like a starting pitch or anything like that, that can be make the difference between a performance that is, excellent, and a performance that is, kind of mid. So hopefully this was helpful, and have fun playing the hokey pokey, I guess. But it's something that really, honestly, you should be able to do at this point. If you've learned any of those chords, you should be able to change between at least those two. And if you haven't watched my strumming tutorial yet, get to it, because that will help you be able to navigate basically any song that you encounter with the lyrics and chord written system. All right. All right. Have a good day, folks.